What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. Today I'm going to share with you some recent returns that I just got back in the mail. So let's just jump right into this. This first one is postmarked from Atlanta, and it is former Minnesota Twin / Toronto Blue Jay infielder Luis Gomez on 2, a 3rd Senior League card, and a 4th Senior League card. So let me tell you about Luis Gomez. Another thing to mention, he did include a Jesus in this envelope. He did not sign it. However, you can kind of see the ink from his autograph, so I guess you could say he did sign it. But if I was thinking, I could have held on to this for either Easter a couple weeks ago or held on to it for Christmas maybe. But he included this. Sometimes players include religious information, so I got a Jesus along with my Luis Gomez cards. Gomez actually was born in Mexico. His family relocated to California, the Los Angeles area, where he played his high school baseball, and then later went to the University of California, Los Angeles, and played for the UCLA Bruins. He was selected in the 7th round of the 1973 draft by the Minnesota Twins. Gomez would only spend 1973 and part of 1974 in the minor leagues before making his major league debut with the Twins in 1974. Not known for his offensive abilities, Gomez was more known as a fielder. He was primarily used as a utility infielder, playing second and third base for the Twins, a position that he would pretty much hold all the way through the 1977 season. Well, after the 77 season with the Twins, he would sign a contract with the Toronto Blue Jays in 1978. He would get a starting role with the Blue Jays, appearing in 153 games that year for the team. The following year, he would be relegated to shortstop duties in a backup role. Well, after 1979, the Blue Jays would let him go and he would sign with the Atlanta Braves. He would appear in 121 games for the Braves that year, batting .191. 1981, he would be a utility infielder again for the Braves, and after the 1981 season, he did not play in Major League Baseball again. So, very happy to add Luis Gomez to my collection, a couple more Senior League cards, and we'll move on to the next one. Right, this next one actually has a return label on it, and it is returned from former Baltimore Oriole, Dyar Miller on 1. 2 is a Met. 3 is a Met. And I actually had a Senior League card of him, but it got a little bit smudged on the end there, unfortunately. And unbelievably, and we're going to talk about this in a second, I actually had this Memphis Cardinals team set, and on the back, I had Galen Pitts sign it already, who signed it on the front and the back, and he actually signed it up in that corner, Dyar Miller, and you can see that Pitts kind of wrote over his face, so he didn't have a lot of room to work with there, but he signed that as well. So let me tell you about Dyar Miller, and one more thing I want to mention is he wrote a nice note to me as well. And I'll read it to you. Thanks for being a baseball fan, especially an Orioles fan. What a great history that the Orioles organization has. I think the Orioles are on the way back to a contending team as they have many good players in their system. Best wishes to you and your family for staying safe and healthy. God bless, Dyar. And it's a little bit behind, dated from December, so I'm just catching up on my mail, basically. And that was pretty cool that he sent that note and signed it for me. So let me tell you about Dyar Miller's playing and coaching career. Miller, a Indiana native, attended high school in Indiana. however, attended Utah State University where he played baseball. He signed as a minor league free agent in 1968 with the Philadelphia Phillies. However, he only appeared in one game for the Phillies before they released him from their system. After being released in 1968, Dyar would sign in 1969 with the Baltimore Orioles. This would be part of a long journey for Miller as he would work his way up through the Orioles minor league pitching ranks until 1975 when he finally got his call up to the major leagues at the age of 29 years old. He responded, appearing in 30 games that year for the Orioles and finishing the year with a 6-3 record with a 2.72 ERA. Well, going into the 76 season, the job was his in the bullpen with the Orioles. He went 2-4 that year and had a 2.94 ERA in 49 games that year for the Orioles. He would start 1977 with the Orioles, however, he would struggle in his appearances before the Orioles decided to trade him in June to the California Angels for pitcher Dick Drago. He would spend a couple seasons with the Angels organization through 1979 until the Toronto Blue Jays purchased his contract from the Angels. At 33 years old, he played for the Toronto Blue Jays in 10 games, and after finishing the 1979 season, he signed with the New York Mets. Well, he split time in 1980 between the Mets AAA affiliate and the majors at 34 years old. He had a 1.93 ERA in 31 games that year for the Mets. Well, in 1981, he made the Mets again, appearing in 23 games, going 1-0. Despite having this success, the Mets let him go, and at age 36, he signed with the St. Louis Cardinals. He spent the next 3 seasons pitching for the Cardinals' AAA affiliate, never appearing in a game. Finally, at 38 years old, he hung it up as a player. Well, after his tenure with the Cardinals and those 3 years in the minor leagues, he was offered a job in 1985 coaching for the AA Arkansas Travelers. He would spend 1985 with the Cardinals, however, he would move on to the Chicago White Sox, working as a bullpen coach under Jim Fregosi. After being let go by the White Sox, he took coaching roles with the Detroit Tigers from 89 to 90 and the Cleveland Indians from 1991 to 94. Well, in 1995, he would return to the St. Louis Cardinals, and he would be a pitching coach and would hold various pitching type of positions throughout the organization, including eventually becoming the bullpen coach for the St. Louis Cardinals in 2012. After the 2012 season in St. Louis, Mike Matheny took over as manager of the Cardinals, and Mr. Miller was not asked to return as the bullpen coach. So this again, since 2012, I'm not really sure what Miller's been up to, but this is one of those people that has been in baseball most of his life. The guy pitched till he was 38 years old in the minor leagues. I mean, that's just amazing to think that a guy would hang around that long to pitch, and then he would spend decades being a coach. So very happy to add Mr. Miller to my collection, especially the Orioles card, but also getting this card signed by him and Galen Pitts. I've been thinking about sending that to him for a long time. I actually got Galen Pitts to sign that in person. That's how I got that, and it was also really cool of him to write that note. So, all right, the next one I'm going to talk about, and I opened this one up before I started the video. It's postmarked from Florida, and I'm really excited to share this one with you, and you'll see why in a second. But this is probably one of the most unique autographs I'll ever share on this channel, at least baseball related, because this individual only appeared in 2 games his entire major league career. And I know if you've watched my channel, I usually talk about players, they're in the majors for 10, 20, 15, 5, whatever years. This person only played 2 games in the major leagues. And who am I talking about? Well, if you recall, a little while back, I shared with you this card. And I'm going to post it up in the corner so you can watch that, the Mickey Klutz and the Mark Wagner video. But I am proud to announce that I have completed this rookie shortstops card, all signed through the mail. It took a long time to do it. I got Bill Allman to sign it first, and that was before I had a YouTube channel. And then I've shared these 2 returns with you on this channel, and now I'm sharing the 4th in Tommy McMillan. And McMillan signed not just one, but he signed a second one. And again, I shared this in the Mickey Klutz video, where Klutz signed 2 of them. So now I have 2 of the 4 on this card, but I have 4 of the 4 on this card. But more importantly, if you've been watching my channel, Mr. McMillan also played in the Senior League. So I got him to sign this Senior League card as well as this Senior League card. So it's a 4-of-4 success from Tommy McMillan, who appeared in 2 games in the major leagues. So let me tell you a little bit about Tommy McMillan and his playing career. So Tom McMillan attended Jacksonville University, where he played college baseball. He played shortstop on the team, and he was also a part of Team USA that played in the Amateur World Series in Nicaragua in 1972. After 1972, he played in the Cape Cod League in baseball and returned to school for his senior year. Well, in 1973, the Cleveland Indians made him their 2nd round pick. He would spend 1973 through 1976 with the Cleveland Indians minor league affiliate. He would then be drafted by the Seattle Mariners in the expansion draft in 1976. Well, in 1977, he would make his major league debut with the Seattle Mariners, appearing in just 2 games that season, not collecting any hits in 5 at-bats. Well, after the 77 season, he would be sent back down to AAA and would spend the entire 1978 season in AAA for the Mariners. Well, after the 78 season, the Mariners would let him go, and he would sign with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1979, who would win the World Series. However, he never got a chance to play at the Major League level with the Pirates that year. McMillan only appeared with 5 at-bats during his playing career in the majors. Although he spent some time in the minors, he just never got his chance to return to the major leagues, and at just 27 years old, he was out of minor league baseball. So this is obviously somebody that is very unique in the fact that he made a major league debut, but he was only in 2 games total. Well, obviously after his major league playing career, he went on to play in the senior league, and he played in the senior league for a little bit, and after that, I'm not really sure what he did in baseball. But to be honest with you, I'm very super excited to get this card back, completely signed by all 4. I'm probably going to send to Mr. Allman and Wagner again in the near future. Not necessarily right away, but probably soon, to try to get it completed again. I want to thank Mr. McMillan for signing these. I definitely want to thank Mr. Dyar Miller for signing as well, and signing a couple oddball cards for me. Unfortunately, like I said, this one in the corner got a little smudge, but not a big deal. Add another one to the Orioles collection. I also want to thank, of course, Mr. Gomez for signing his cards. I had never gotten Luis Gomez before, so a couple more senior league cards to the collection and an 80 tops. So thank you very much for joining me for another episode. I almost have to zoom out here to show you all this stuff. Thanks for joining me for another episode, and as always, happy collecting.